Okay, so we got the Liquid Force Absolute board out here for you guys. I'm excited to give you the full review, so let's dive into it. First, let's talk about the technical features they've done with this board. It starts off with a wood core, and then they wrap it in Textreme top and bottom sheeting, which gives it that beautiful carbon look. The contours they've done on the same are very similar to some of their other boards they've done, that kind of that double concave into a V-hole design. And it works really well. It's a tried and true shape that they've done on the bottom. It's wrapped in liquid rails. That's to give it the durability. Liquid rails really hold this board up nice and tight. Good looking package. Carbon fins. These are really lightweight, very durable. I'm quite surprised. I've run it up onto the sand and there's no sign of wear on them at all. Obviously, put a grab handle on it, and this is a strap only board. Cannot put boots on it. Let's see, what else can we talk about this board? So the contouring, what they've done on the top is they've actually put this 3D contour on there. So it is taller here in the parts where your foot pads are, and then it really tapers off into the nose, tail, and then these side parts here. And that's to give you that correct flex pattern on this board and to reduce the weight. So speaking of weight, this board comes in around 5.5, 6 pounds, a little bit of variance there. Typical twin tip board on the market is anywhere between 9 and 10 pounds. So we're talking pounds shaved off on this board. Huge difference in performance. Rocker profile. So rocker profile on this board is medium to high. It is got enough rocker on it so you're not going to be catching your edges, loading up and popping off the water when you're doing your jumps. Sizing for this board is 136 and 40 and 140. This is the 140. I opted for the bigger board. I like riding bigger boards now just because landing tricks, and it just feels better having a bigger board on my feet. I just like that feel. A little bit better for lighter winds too with that more surface area. So anyways, let's tell you about my thoughts of this board. This board's incredible. It's an amazing board. They've just poured so much technology in this board, and they've gone through different variations to make it an incredible product. So this last weekend, I had another amazing session on it, and the reason why it was so good is because the conditions were incredibly choppy out there on the bay. It was just kind of rolling up and down the water. It just had no really good flow to it, and it just ripped through that texture in the water. And it was really bumpy, and I could not believe that this carbon board felt that. I've been on other carbon boards in the past, and they're just very stiff and they are not comfortable. This board was incredibly comfortable. Just ripped through it. I'm stoked on the way it feels. As far as jumping with this board, you can just load this board up and it jumps super high. Another great thing about having such a lightweight board is when you're going into learning how to do grabs and rotations. Dropping that weight is going to make it so much easier to really pull that board up to you to get that grab. Doing the rotation and swinging the board, it's so light on your feet, you can hardly feel it's there. So I really like it for all those applications. Upwind, it does fine. I have no issues going upwind with this board. I felt like it did great for that. Something to talk about is durability, and I know it's going to be a question a lot of people are going to ask. This board is carbon. It's not like a carbon mountain bike where it's incredibly strong and durable. I would say it's not built to be quite as tough as some of their other boards. I noticed in the few sessions that I've had with it, it's got some nicks from some rocks and some debris in the water. So it's definitely a board. I wouldn't say it's fragile, but it's definitely a board you need to take care of. You need to be mindful of where you are, whether there's barnacles or there's sharp rocks in the area. You need to be careful with a board like this. So it's an incredibly rad board. It's for that rider, free rider, who wants the best of the best boards, the freestyle, who just wants an incredible machine to go load up, do some incredible cool tricks with. It's a rad board. There's no disappointments with this board. It's worth every dollar. They've done an amazing job. I'm super stoked to be riding on this board for this season. So if you have any questions, give us a call at the shop. We'd love to answer them for you. So stay stoked, go kiteboard. We'll see you guys later.